Okay, so now we're going to do one more perfect competition example. In other words, one with constant marginal revenue. But this time we're going to do it without all of the talking. Now, having said that, let's just put up the cost function that we're going to use real quick, and that is q cubed minus q squared plus q plus 1, and total revenue will be equal to 3q. Now, we've gone through a few perfect competition, pure competition examples. You've got tons of other examples you can work on in order to practice this and get really good at it. And all you have to do is just change the fixed cost by a few units. Instead of 1, put in fixed cost of 4. Or maybe change this 3 on total revenue, change that to a 7 or something. And it's going to change the whole dynamic. And then just rerun all the calculations again and regraph everything again. So you've got all kinds of examples you can work just by changing some of these coefficients and constants on all these examples we just did. That said, let's go ahead and work this example out from beginning to end without all of the talking, so you can get a good idea of how long it should take you to work this problem for an exam. Okay, let's get started. So remember, what we need to find is we need to find the profit maximizing Q, so that Q star PC. We need to find and graph that. We need to find the shutdown point, and we need to find profit at Q star PC. Okay, so that's what we need to find and graph. Let's get started. I'm going to break in here and say something. Keep in mind that when you draw your AVC curves, they cross marginal cost at their minimums. Remember that. You cannot have the minimum of AVC out here somewhere or in here somewhere. Remember, by definition, from Econ 200 Introductory Micro, average variable cost, or excuse me, marginal cost crosses average variable cost at AVC's minimum. It has to be drawn like that. Remember that. Okay, now back to the calculations. I hit the wrong button right here. Or did I? Let me try that again. So that's total revenue. That's my total revenue at 1.215 minus 1.215 cubed plus 1.215 squared minus 1.215 minus 1. See that one thing threw my answer all off. I knew I was wrong somewhere, but be careful with these signs, okay? Because it's a plus here, but when you subtract out your cost, it has to be a minus here in the profit function. Now, I only had the luxury of doing that because I know about what the answer is. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know about what it is because I've done these problems for so long. But I just want you to be aware of that. So let's do that again. And I'm done. So you're talking, what did it take me? I did do a little bit of talking in there. So if you subtract that out, we're looking at a video now that's 12 minutes and 45 seconds long. So say 10 minutes. And that's about right. It should take you no more than 10 to 12 minutes to work a